All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. So glad that you are here. Thank you so much for joining on today's, believe it or not, today's final coffee with the principal for the 2022-2023 school year. This year has flown by. So thank you so much for joining us. Just got a couple updates of things that we've been up to the last little bit of time, a reflection at the end, and then kind of some other things that are going on as well. So glad that you are here. We'll get started. So you've joined the meeting muted. Feel free to use the chat box as needed. We are recording the meeting, and that is so that folks will be able to check out a video recording later on regarding that. So we are very excited about that. Let's see. We are getting towards the end. So one of the things that we have been very excitedly doing in the last week is our eighth graders have been sharing their presentations of learning. These are short 10 to 15-minute presentations where our eighth graders come up in front of a panel of community members, classmates, parents, teachers, and the principal, and they present some of their learnings from the academic school year. So we've been excitedly having our eighth graders complete this week. We want to thank all of our folks who've joined as panelists. You asked some great questions. You gave some great feedback. And we know our young scholars are going to be presenting lots more in their futures when they go to high school and when they go on to college. So we're helping to prepare them for that as they do that. Next week is the last week of school. June 5th through June 9th. So just a couple of details regarding that last week of school. Monday and Tuesday, June 5th and June 6th will be, normal days. Actually, most of the days, all the days will be normal days in terms of scheduling, except for Friday, and we'll get there. Monday, June 5th and Tuesday, June 6th. One of the things for families to note is that our students at the end of both of those days are participating in team building activities, and we're using the Westchester High School gym for that. So it's important that your child bring athletic sneakers on those days so they can go on the gym floor, because it's a really nice coated floor and we don't want it to be marking it up at all. So just please know that your child should bring athletic shoes on both Monday and Tuesday of next week. Then Tuesday, for our eighth grade families of eligible students, we are having an eighth grade family beach party for students with their parents to come to the Dockweiler Beach after school on Tuesday, June 6th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I think there's a sign-up genius that got sent out by Ms. Casimir shortly about getting some items for that, making it a fun day. So we're excited about that. And then Wednesday, Thursday, normal. And then Friday, June 9th is a minimum day for all students. That is the last day of school, Friday, June 9th. School is dismissed at 1:23 p.m. on Friday, June 9th. What that means is if your child is in any grade that day at 1:23 p.m., just like every other minimum day, your child will either need to go home at that time or go to the Beyond the Bell program, which is going to be taking place again as normal at the Westchester covered eating area that day, same as normal, 1:23 p.m. The one exception to this, the only exception that we do all year, is for culminating eighth graders. If the culminating eighth grader wants to stay on campus until the culmination ceremony at 2:45, they are welcome to do that. However, honestly, most of our eighth graders want to leave campus and then go home, get changed, and then come back and all dressed up real nice for the culmination ceremony. On our webpage, on the top, there's a little clickable button that says culmination information. It's got the time, the date, the time, what to wear. We're asking that eligible students bring approximately 4 guests is appropriate. We have enough room for that. If there's a family of an eligible culminant who is bringing more than 4, please just reach out to us just so we can. Honestly, it shouldn't be a problem, but just reach out to us so we can confirm that, because we want to just make sure everyone doesn't bring, like, everybody brings 6 people. Then we're in trouble with space. But yeah, so aim for about 4 people to come to the ceremony. All right, that'll be exciting. I'll remind folks of this. This is something that I shared, I think, last week. Last week, the New York Times ran a series of reports on some of the recent recommendations from the Surgeon General, specifically about social media, digital tools, and how, while they have the potential for a lot of good, if not used very, very carefully, particularly among young people, can be really problematic and really harm them. And there's been a lot of research recently that's been reported, and you can definitely check that out at the links on these slides. I'll also put those links in the chat. I encourage you to take a look at them with your family over the summer, specifically with what sorts of tools you may want to use with your children. Myself as a principal, it's interesting because in my time as a principal, as an assistant principal, a lot of the conflicts that we deal with among students here at school either start as conflicts on social media and then build into conflicts in person, or they're conflicts that exacerbate over social media and iMessages and things like that. And I think we as a society are finally realizing some of the really specific and the data around some of the challenges around these tools. So we'll see where this leads us as a country, as a nation, in terms of any sort of policy changes or things like that. But there's some tools here for families, and I encourage you to check it out. All right. Very, very excited to share with you that we have thank you for responding to the survey. For folks who want to get involved in the Booster Club, there are, I think, over 10 parents who responded, yeah, I want to get involved in that. So one of our amazing parent leaders, Miss Loja Domingue, will be reaching out to you if you submitted your name to that list. I've shared that list with her. She's going to be reaching out to you and scheduling a meeting, some sort of meeting, either in person or on Zoom, regarding the next steps in getting that done. So we are excited to get that to happen. So that is very, very exciting. And if you still want to get involved, you definitely can. Just reach out to Miss Loja. All right. And last thing I want to share is just a short little video that we put together with some of our images for the school year. So give me a second while this loads. Hold on one second. There we go. And I think I can make this full screen. And this is just a short little there we go. Yeah, a short little clip of just some of our memories from this school year. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for the privilege of allowing us to work with your children this year, to serve your children, to serve your families. It's a real pleasure and a real joy for us to be able to connect with you as family members, to see the learning on our young folks, to guide them in that. It's really a joy. It really is a privilege, and that's not something that I take lightly. So I want to say thank you so much for entrusting us with your children. It's been a super fast year. There've been so many great things that have been happened this year, and I know everyone on our team is going to miss your children over the summer. If you're an eighth grade family, we're going to miss your children because they won't be coming back. But for those of you who are sixth and seventh grade families, we look forward to working with your children again come next year. And just as a final reminder, the 2023-2024 school year starts on Tuesday, August 15th. So we want to wish everyone a very, very happy summer, a wonderful time to reconnect and to rest and to recharge and to spend more time with your kids than you usually get to during the school year. And for our returning, going to be seventh and eighth graders, we will look forward to seeing you all on Tuesday, August 15th. And so with that said, I will just remind everyone that, particularly for our eighth grade families, if you haven't done so already and you want to leave us a review, please do that at the link bit.ly/KJSA Great Schools, and that'll take you to a page that's just on us, and families can read their write a review that other like-minded families can find us. So I am super grateful. If you haven't done that already, you can do that. That'd be super helpful. If there are any questions that folks have, like I said, this is we have school all next week, but this is the last coffee with the principal for the year. So if there are any questions, I can take a few minutes for some questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
With the yearbooks, when will they be distributed so the kids can be able to get them signed and stuff?
Sure. You know what? Reach out to Miss Alejandre on that question. I thought I saw some yearbooks yesterday, so they might be here, but Miss Alejandre will know the answer specifically to that. Great question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions as we wrap up today? All right. Well, I won't belabor it any longer. It's been a pleasure working with you this year. Hope you all have a very happy summer. And I will see y'all, next week. But we'll again do these coffees with the principal every week next school year as well. Bye-bye.